In the previous video, we covered how to check the most important statistics for the whole site about your audience, like users, sessions, page views, session duration, and bounce rate. This will show you the general direction where your website is heading. In this video, we will focus on the more detailed view.
To check the performance of a particular page of your website, go to the behavior from the left panel and then Site Content, All Pages. You can see that there is a list of all pages. To find a particular page quickly, you can type the name of your page in the search bar. For example, if you have a page about hats, just type hats and the search icon. You can see 2 pages were found. More advanced filters can be found under Advanced. Here, for example, you can exclude any pages from the list, or find a page which starts or ends with particular words. You can also combine multiple filters by adding another dimension or metric. Dimension is an attribute presented in the text form, so page title is a dimension. Other dimensions, for example, are location of the user or language of the user. Metric is a number, a data for the dimension, so the number of page views or the number of users. For example, you are interested in any page containing hats word, but only if it has more than 1000 page views. So you click to add a metric to the filter, and the metric name is page views, and it has to be greater than 1000. So you apply a filter, and you can see that only one page was found. Filters can be found in different parts of Google Analytics, so you should know how to use them, and the best way to learn is to practice. Once you find data you are interested in, then again you should draw a conclusion. For example, if you run a shop like Google, you can see that the apparel section is one of the most popular. Add more products to that section, so there are more visitors and therefore a better chance to sell something. If you have a contact page on your website, and you've noticed that it has a drastic decrease of page views in comparison to the other months, but at the same time the statistics for the whole site are going up, maybe a link to the contact section is broken, maybe something crashed and the page is not displayed correctly, maybe you changed the location of the link to the contact section on your homepage and it doesn't receive the same amount of user attention. The other example may be your blog. Imagine you run your cooking blog, and the posts with vegan cake recipes are the most popular. You should write more about vegan cake recipes, because it is very interesting to the users. And if you are unsure which page the stats are about, you can click on the icon next to the page and it will open in the new window. Another important section in Google Analytics is the Acquisition tab. Go to the All Traffic, Channels, to check what are the sources of your traffic. Organic search is the traffic from the search engines. So you sell shirts with alligators. Someone types in the browser, buy shirts with alligators. Your website is displayed and they click on it. Direct traffic is when someone types the address of your website directly in the browser or from a bookmark. But direct traffic is also a traffic that has no other source connected to it. Referral is a link to your website that is placed on other websites. Social are the links from social media. Affiliate is any traffic that comes from your affiliate partners. Other is the traffic that has a source connected to it, but Google don't know how to classify it. A lot of traffic like that can be an indication that you have tracking issues. Display are display advertising you bought. Paid search is the search advertising that is visible on the search results. Click on any of those sources to see more details. How can you use this report? If you spent a lot of money for a particular source of traffic, for example on advertising, but you have very little traffic from it, you should reconsider your investment. Of course, you should also look at the sales from it to make a decision. And reverse, if you have a lot of traffic from social media, but you don't spend much on running your profile, maybe you should invest more into that channel. You've seen some reports available from the left tab, but they are pretty restricted in terms of customization and receiving exactly what you need. For example, some metrics or data may not be available in a particular tab. That's why you should learn how to create custom reports, where you will probably spend most of your time inside Google Analytics. Go to the Customization tab, and then to the Custom Reports. Click on the new custom report. Here you can name your report, for example, users and sessions per month, mobile users. Then you can add any metric you want, and remember that metric is a numeric data, so we type metric users. We also want sessions. Click on Add another metric and type sessions. Now we select the dimension, and this is an attribute we want to use to break down our data. We want to choose month to see the trend, so we add dimension month of the year. And also, Here you can filter out any traffic which is not interesting for you. We are not interested in desktop users. Click on Add Filter, search for device category. Choose Exclude, and then Desktop. Click Save. The report will be displayed. You can choose the period which is interesting for you. In the table you have data displayed exactly how you want it to be presented. It is a real-time saver. All of the saved reports will be visible in the Custom Reports table. You won't have to create them from scratch each time. In the Resources section you can find the most important metrics and dimensions you can use, as well as a couple of examples of setting up custom reports.